Today I'm changing the oil on a 2019 Jeep Cherokee. This is a 2.4 liter engine. Just got the hood open, looking at it, got it up on a jack right now. Put some blocks behind the tires since this is two-wheel drive. I got it on a jack stand, on a jack point, and I'm about to pull the drain plug. It's gonna be a 1/2-inch socket. So I slid under and it's on the passenger side. You can see right here that sometimes there's gonna be oil pan covers. If it doesn't have it, you'll just have a hole right here. If you do have it, you just have to take these little bolts out. And you have your oil drain plug right here. It's gonna be 1/2 inch. So if you're brand new to this, obviously, as you can see, you have to have a place for the oil to drain. You don't want it to just, go down the driveway. This is gonna make a huge mess. So a couple things I've seen people forget, or I've forgotten when I was first starting. Make sure you unscrew this cap cover so that the oil can go into the pan. And make sure that you're gonna provide enough coverage for when the arc flattens, it's going to continue to drip into the pan. All right, so while I wait for that to drip, I'm also going to remove the oil filter. You can see that this car does have an oil filter cover, so you're just going to remove this. This is going to be 10 millimeter. Put a socket on there and it'll spin right off. Now you have easy access to your oil filter. Sometimes life likes to suck, so an oil filter wrench will help. This is pretty much done dripping, so I'm just gonna pop this back in real quick. You can release a couple of threads and let it drip out a bit. It's just gonna get on your hand though, so having gloves is better. I just don't have them today. I gotta get all this crap all over my hand. I try not to let this drop into the pan because then it splashes all over my shirt and stuff, so it's messy. So just let that drip. Let that run and drip for as long as you want. It's probably good now. You don't need every single drop out. That's ridiculous. All right, so I got the new oil filter here. I like to get these Frams and the Tough Guards. They got this grip sandpaper texture, so it makes it easier to get off when you're done. I don't know how much truth there is to this, but I was always taught by my dad that whenever a filter is installed upright, like into the car that way, best practice is to fill the filter up with the fresh oil. That way when you turn the car on, it doesn't have to take a second to fill the filter up. So that's what I always just do. Something you always want to verify before you put your new filter on is to make sure that the ring from the previous filter isn't on there. You do not want that to stay on and cause an extra gap in between the filter and the car. So you just screw it on and you only have to go hand tight. You don't need to go Hulk mode on it either. Just make sure that sucker won't fall off. Then you're just gonna put that back on. Okay, so now the car is completely empty of oil. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get back up on top of the car and put in the new 5 quarts. All right, so on top of the engine, you got your engine oil intake. This car is gonna take 0W20. Friendly reminder right there on the twist top. I like to take one of these quarts and I use that as my funnel. Super ghetto, but it works. And then I got all 5 quarts right here. All right, and now I got my full 5 quarts put in. Something I always like to do is just verify your work. If you see a bunch of oil spilling out, you screwed up. So I don't see any, so it looks like I'm doing good. I'm gonna check also while the engine's idling as well. All right, so you can see the line right here of the used motor oil, and it's roughly at about the 3 quart mark out of 5. So they had burned off or lost 2 quarts somehow. So this was really low.